Hey folks, this is Ben Yessel. How's it going? Um, I had a very long day yesterday. Very, very long day. I've had a very long year, exhausting year, by the way. Um, and on a recent video, I went into some detail about what my schedule is like, at least um, for certain days, or not the whole week necessarily. I don't know. I can't remember if I went into that much detail about it. So I got a comment. Just that phrase, I got a comment. Some chick, I don't know, saying that I need to learn how to talk first. Well, I was talking when I was 2 years old. Um, yeah, far before a lot of other folks were talking. Um, I suppose you could say that I'm not quite as clear in my general speaking as Hank Azaria, who plays Homer Simpson on The Simpsons, or Ted Koppel, or some of these news broadcaster guys. And I readily admit that I'm not as clear as those guys. I mean, those guys are crystal clear in their speech. Um, there's no debate about that at all. So one of the reasons why I sometimes slow down in my speech is to avoid speaking too fast, which I'll still do. I'll still do that on occasion. There's no joke. I mean, I'll do that. And if that ever happens, you guys can ask questions in the comments about, well, what did you mean by that one section? And I'll be like, oh yeah, this is what I meant to say. I don't know what the YouTube subtitle sometimes says that I'm saying. um, it's probably not always correct, but then again, I mean, it's not correct for many other folks in the channels as well. So they try their best and whatever. Um, so now I'm about to get to the point where I make this person feel even more like an idiot, and I don't think I blocked this person. I don't know, but I reported him for sure. You don't say that stuff on other people's channel. That's not called for. As I mentioned in response to her statement, rude statement, extremely rude statement. I was speaking before most people were speaking. When I was 2 years old, I had learned the alphabet. My mind was just going a million miles an hour all the time, asking questions incessantly to my parents. I was a sponge of I was absorbing everything I could. There are I won't go into all these details. If you guys have seen my other videos, you'll know this, but I was far beyond most people in my intellectual development. Far beyond. I do things regularly that most people can only dream of. You guys know I'm a composer. I compose music. Well, of course, I haven't shown vast majority of that on YouTube. I don't want people copying that stuff and plagiarizing it. But you can get a hold of me. My email is benjamingessel. Sorry, benjamingessel @gmail.com. We can always work out a payment. You can always request actual music from me, and I'll send it to you. But the thing is, you know, I do make a point to be clearer in my YouTube channel. Clearer than even in real life. And in real life, people don't really have to ever ask me what I just said. So I don't know what planet this person's coming from. She has a point, of course. That's something I've battled my entire life. Comes with the whole territory of having Asperger's syndrome. If she had a brain in her head, she wouldn't just look at one video I made and say this stupid comment. She would look at multiple videos and say, I think I know what's going on. And she's always free to ask questions if she had any confusions as to what she was saying, but most likely what she was probably saying with the Scientology video I made about Dr. Eric Berg was maybe I was just a little bit too slow for her taste. You guys can always speed up the rate of a video. You can always make it 1.5 times as fast. Twice as fast. There's ways you can, or if I'm going too fast, you can slow it down. And if what I'm saying is so important, that it absolutely is very important that you guys know what I'm trying to say, then you can always ask questions. And I'll respond. I'll always respond to everything. Until the only exception to that is if the channel gets so big, I end up getting so many comments I can't respond to them all. I know somebody who responds to every single comment, and he has over 100,000 subscribers. So that's still possible. Folks, and also, this goes without saying, YouTube is not a place where you can treat people any more rudely than you would in real life. If any of you guys ever wanted to have a chat with me face to face in real life, let's see how far your rudeness goes in that case. I would think it would be unthinkable. It would be laughable that you guys would, my regular subscribers wouldn't be that way anyway, would not be rude. Why would they be? So the thing to remember is that there are ways to behave in real life depending on who you're talking to and all that stuff. There are general things that you should adhere to and try to live in and be in real life and also on YouTube. And to be quite blunt, they are the same rules. They are the same standards. You shouldn't treat people any worse than you would treat them in real life. I mean, you shouldn't treat anybody any worse online than you would in real life. Now, this is actually a very mild comment compared to others that I've gotten. Yet I still have my channel. I haven't taken it off yet. I don't think I ever will. All right. If you ever want to say I'm going too fast or too slow, I've probably heard it before. I won't necessarily think it's rude. It's always a question of, well, I'll probably just leave it there if it's kind of neutral. But if it's rude, it's being taken off. It is going bye-bye. But if it's rude and it has a very good point and it's also humorous, or it's very well thought out, or it's of real worth, I might just keep it up there because it's a very witty comment or something. I don't know. Depends on the comment. You can't knock a good comment, can you? So, all right. If you have any questions, please email me. I'm not a scary person. I will read very thoroughly every single comment that is made. Believe me, I will. We'll catch you later. Take care. Bye.